Welcome to the Random Green TV YouTube channel. Now, I am of the opinion that we live in a world of entitlement. It seems that not everybody's entitled. We live in an entitlement world of individuals that are in college, university at Gridiron football. They have this thing called transfer portal. Now, it's a wonderful thing, and don't get me wrong, but I don't want to even talk about the NIL, the money and everything, where they're getting paid outrageous. Well, not outrageous, but they're getting paid bank. They're making pretty good money, getting a free education, and getting a money with that. And I believe that coaches are have outrageous salaries just to play a game. You know, you're not bringing any significance. You're not actually benefiting society. You're not advancing society with these out. And this applies to professional athletes as well, where they make the NFL, the NBA, NHL, MLB, where I think the NBA and NFL are the highest paid athletes by far, and you should make bank, but certainly a lot of entitlement in this world. I want to talk about the transfer portal, the main topic. Now, with the transfer portal, I should be able to, or a predictor who predicted a team to win the national title should always be able to go back on their commitment and say, look, I choose this team. So there should be no, a person makes a prediction, they should not have to be Uh, technically, it's not right, but I mean, uh, it just, I'm just trying to be facetious a little bit. You know, if you make a prediction and like for Gridiron University football, and for example, if I say, hey, Notre Dame will, last year I predicted Notre Dame to go undefeated. I was wrong. They went 11-1. They made the national title game, lost second. I mean, they were 11-1 and they lost to Ohio State. Look, I should be able to go back in my prediction, for not for Notre Dame, because I think I predict them 12-0 to go last year. If I predict them to go, or if I just predict, say, Syracuse to go undefeated, and I should go back and at towards the end of the season or whatever, or even if not the end of the season, and they're like, say, 3-5, I should say, look, I'm going to transfer my prediction. I'm using the transfer portal prediction method, which doesn't exist, but I'm just, with all how ridiculous it is, there's just no camaraderie in college. You can just transfer to another school. Just transfer. Oh, I don't like it. I'm not starting. I'm going to transfer. it. The best way to do it. I mean, there's individuals, there's athletes that are transferring from 1AA to 1A. The transfer portal is becoming. It's probably going to get abused. I hate to say it, maybe 5, 10, 15 years down the road, when individuals or teams that are not normally good will end up being good. And teams that are really high-powered teams now might not be that good because with the transfer portal, I mean, obviously, I still think there's going to be Ohio State, Alabama, those teams like that are always going to be decent. But a team from, say, like, again, Syracuse could actually end up being really good. Look at, I think Will Howard, he went to Syracuse, then Kansas State, then Ohio State. I might be wrong on that one. But the main point of this video is the fact that I am going to play the transfer portal. If my prediction doesn't go through, then I'm going to say, hey, look, that I didn't say that. I'm going to use the transfer prediction. So I transfer a prediction. Hey, it's all good and fun. Anyway, one thing I would probably say about Gridiron is I really don't want the individuals to get ejected if they make a defensive hit on a offensive player, especially if the offensive receiver lowers his head. Now, if it's a defensive player, that's a different story. But if they're both lowering, and the defensive player makes inadvertent contact, that should not be a penalty, or they shouldn't get ejected anyway. Anyway, thank you very much for stopping by the Random Green TV YouTube channel.